There are a diversity of nature areas in Yucatan Peninsula which make the south of Mexico the most beautiful area in all of Mexico. Cenotes has an endless number of natural paradise such as the white beach of Cancun, the cenotes, the Rio Lagarto Park, the colorful reefs, the Cozumel sky, and the extravagant mangroves. It is almost impossible to choose one favorite, which makes it almost impossible to choose a single favorite. That is why, after comparing several natural sites, we decided to focus on La Ruta de los Cenotes, located 5 minutes from Puerto Morelos and 35 minutes from Cancun, which is a 50 kilometers road which has approximately 57 cenotes. La Ruta de los Cenotes is an extremely humid area with a rainy season from June to November, with an annual rainfall of 1156 millimeters. However, this does not affect its tropical climate, since temperatures are constantly between 23 degrees and 30 degrees. Another characteristic of La Ruta de los Cenotes is that it has all of types of cenotes, which is why we decided to visit one of the cenotes to have a reliable collection of information.
Now it's time to explore.
Cenote Siete Bocas is located at kilometer 50 of La Ruta de los Cenotes and is one of the sites where you can observe the three types of cenote, which are open, closed, and semi-open. When entering the closed and semi-open cenote, we can appreciate more clearly the geology of this place, because we can observe the growth of stalactites, which are the structure that hangs from the ceiling of a cave, formed by calcium salts deposited by drops of water over thousands of years, as well as a growth of stalagmites, which are a rock that rise from the floor of a cave, formed by calcium salts deposited by dripping water joining with the stalagmite over the years. Also, when entering the cenote, we can observe in more detail the different types of layers it has, that are limestone gypsum, limestone marl, limestone coquina, limestone dolomite, limestone TM, standon limestone, lagoon Kyo castline, and hoop barrage. Another fascinating thing that we were able to observe on this trip was to discover how the hydrology of the cenotes works, since cenotes are formed mainly by water, which is one of the mainly characteristics. It was discovered that the cenotes are a system of subway chambers that are filled with water and are connected to each other, since the cenote Siete Bocas has 7 cenotes which were connected, and you could swim from one to another. It was also discovered that the cenotes are composed of 3 layers of fresh water containing less than 1,000 milligrams per liter of dissolved solids, which is obtained mainly from the rain, which is retained thanks to the vegetation and passed through the rocks, being stored in there, as well as the ocean and the mangroves, since most of the cenotes are connected to this water source. The last thing we discovered about this place is that it is a location that is separate from the city and the town. It does not have a number of inhabitants, since the only one who lives there are the vigilants, who are responsible for taking care of the properties, and the other who lives in this area are the animals, who by the great nature that this place still have, animals have a liberty to move around, since this place lives all kinds of animals such as reptiles, insects, and mammals. Although they move freely in this area, they have been affected by the growth of tourism, because not all tourists are aware of the damage of their garbage and leave it in the cenotes, as well as increased construction of tourist sites, which are taking away the homes of millions of animals.